It's breaking news every day. Hell, every hour of the day. Sometimes every minute of the day. It's breaking news. Anyway, this is a video that was put up by the elder of GMS Chicago under the handle YouTube avatar Malcolm. And the name of the video is Man of Sin and His Plans Revealed. And this is a nice short, not even 6 minutes long. And if you notice, will the Spirit jump on us? We'll do like earlier today I did a video. Well, actually this morning I did it, and I put it up a couple of hours ago. And that was more than an hour. Sometimes the Spirit's on you to do maybe a 10-minute video, a 5-minute video. You know, sometimes you hit those quick ones, 3 minutes. Basically, what the elder did was put this up, and when this thing popped up, I was like, whoa. Anyway, I'm gonna let you see it. You can watch the whole video, which is not even 6 minutes long, but I'm gonna go right to the point. I'm starting at the 2-minute and 9-second mark. And you know, we've been talking about the chip, the microchip, the RFID, the NFC, which is a near field communication. That's the term that they use, the terminology that they use in Europe. Over here, it's referred to as radio frequency ID, which is the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. This is the mark of the beast that we've been talking about for years. And you even have I know at least one very high-ranking member of another group that doesn't teach at the mark of the beast. He sees that the mark of the beast is the microchip. So I told him, you better go ahead and have that meeting with your people, man. You know, because this is Revelation, the 3rd chapter and the 10th verse coming to pass, which I'm going to read, and then I'm going to let you watch this video right here. And I said that the vaccine will lead to the microchip. Well, this video says that the RFID is already in the vaccine. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Anyway, let's go to Revelation 10. I'm sorry, 3. I keep saying 10. 3 verse 10. I'm gonna put this up raw. 10 verse. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. What does that mean? This is like a deal. The Most High said, it's like if you work at a job and your boss needs you to do something. There's like a deadline, and he knows that you're a good worker, and you know, he kind of says, we got to get this thing done. I'm gonna put you in charge of it. You know, blase, blase. And one thing about me, working in different jobs, they always, you know, I worked at jobs that I got fired, and they call me back. Yeah, you want your job back, man? I quit. You want your job back? They keep your number. Cause hey, when I do work, I do it. You know, I do it. You know, hey, the way it's supposed to be done. So you know, this is the Most High making. We're working for the Most High. So the Most High gave us he said, if you do this, if you get this thing done by X amount of time, you're gonna get a bonus. You know, so you bust your ass to do it. So this is the deal. This is a quid pro quo, which means it's Latin legal terminology for this, for that, this for that. Quid this pro quo for that. Pro quo is for that. So this is a quid pro quo. which is Revelation 3 verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. What does that mean? It means that the Most High gave you this truth, and a part of this truth is not just knowing this truth, but bringing it out on the highways and the byways and the sit downs, making full proof of thy ministry, which we have done. So he said, if you do this, this is what I'm going to do for you. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation was when they present that chip. Are you going to take it or not? And then you might get thrown in a concentration camp. You might get killed. You might be put out the grid. You might be homeless for a while. But let it happen. Let it come. Because guess what? That's the only way we're going to have to get this kingdom. This is the time of Jacob's trouble, man. And at that time, thy people will be delivered. You know? So it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, because you did this thing, which I'm pleased of, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The Most High is going to put a spirit on you where you resist this chip at any cost. Whether you get put to death, whether you get your head chopped off, whether you get put in a concentration camp, whether they push you out of the grid and you're homeless, whatever, those are the scenarios. Those are the scenarios, all right? It says, which shall come upon the whole, come upon all the world. That word world is oikomeni, which means the habited earth, the entire earth. Now there's going to be some people that's not, I'm not talking about the elect, but the elect is not going to take it. They're not going to take it. It's already in their DNA. It's already in their programming that they're not going to take it. And they know what it is, so when it comes, they know not to take it. You're going to have people that's going to take it and not know why they're taking it, because they don't understand the scriptures. You're finding out, when you go about and you work and you walk around. I think about the scene from The Matrix, where Morpheus had Neo walk through a street. You had like a busy, looked like Manhattan or whatever, or it could have been Chicago or LA or whatever, some district where you had a lot of Edomites walking with suits, and you had police officers and you had nurses and people walking. There was a scene where a woman with a red dress walked by and Neo stopped and looked. And there was another scene where there was a police officer writing a ticket and looking dead at Neo like, if I can get away from it, get away with it, I'll kill you. That's the look that he had on his face. So, getting back to the scripture, that's when I read this scripture, this is what I think of. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, we are all Neos. We are all Neos, all right? I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That's the microchip, which shall come upon all the world, the whole planet Earth, to try, the word there is test, them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou. Now the word fast means that's where you get the word fasten. Hold it tight. What are you to hold tight? This truth, and to keep teaching this truth. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Did not the Apostle Paul speak about a crown? Let's get that. I believe is that 2 Timothy? I believe it's 2 Timothy. Yes, it is. Let's go to the Okay, let's go to the 5th verse. You really want to read from the 1st verse, but let's go to the 5th verse. It says, 5th verse, but read the whole from the 1st verse. But watch thou in all things, enduring afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. So we have YouTube was presented to us, so we took advantage of it. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. He wasn't going on no plane. He was gonna transition into the spiritual realm, because they had a trial. This was during the reign of a Nero Caesar, which I believe, I wouldn't be surprised if that's Donald J. Trump. And he was the one that put the order out, kill, the sentence is death for the Apostle Paul, and the sentence is death for the Apostle Peter. And the sentence was death for all the rest of the apostles, except for John. He was sentenced to the Isle of Patmos. It says, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. What did Paul do? He was doing the work. I have kept the faith. Hence there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. And not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearance. We want his appearance to come. That's all I want on that. So you see the word crown there again, right? You see the word crown. And you see in the 11th verse, Revelation 3 verse 11, behold, I come quickly, hold that which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So the Apostle Paul spoke about that crown. And we're looking to get that crown. Okay, so now let me find. No, I forgot where I had. Bear with me for a minute. Bear with me for a minute. Here we go. Okay, so this is entitled Man of Sin and His Plans Revealed, put up by Malcolm, YouTube page. And this was put up today, which is May 14, 2020, year of prophecy. And this has been the year of prophecy. So let's listen in.
The U.S.-based facilities to make a new kind of plastic pre-filled syringe at extraordinary speed. These facilities will make enough pre-filled syringes to inject every man, woman, and child in America with just the right dose 30 days after a vaccine becomes available. Plus, every pre-filled syringe can have an RFID chip attached. This will allow healthcare workers to use their mobile phones to automatically capture where and when every injection takes place, helping public health officials make more informed decisions.
Okay, that's it. So, when you take now, Bishop Nathaniel told a woman, a nurse that follows, I guess she's part of the IUIC, about taking this vaccine, and she was shaken up by it, and the Bishop Nathaniel told her, there's nothing wrong with taking the vaccine. Well, wait a minute. And then you say, well, when I go to Africa, we have to get, yellow fever vaccine. Well, that's a yellow fever vaccine. We don't know what's in that vaccine. Shouldn't be taking any vaccines, and you shouldn't have never told that woman that go ahead and take the vaccine, because you put her mind at ease, so she's going to go ahead and take it. Because she looks up at you like you are truly a man of the Most High. Now, a true man of the Most High would say different. The true man of the Most High would say, don't take it, man. Don't take it. Because according to what you just saw, there are RFIDs in the vaccine. So is a chip, is a mark embedded in that, or is it Well, they said they want to give you a series of vaccinations. So if the actual mark is not in the vaccination, is going to come after. It's going to work with the vaccine. So, you know, you taking a vaccine, you playing with fire, for real. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom, and so on to the next one. Shalom.